From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
So I'm happy to report that things are going swimmingly with the 1979 DIY U87, and I found out that the circuit inside is actually a Rev 16 Vintage U87 circuit, which would actually put it at 1979, matching exactly the date of the capsule. So the full 1979 DIY U87 over here has been killing it in the booth. I've used it on about 24 commercials. It's shortlisted auditions, it's won auditions. I am very happy with it. I think that this may be my sound right here. This may be it. But the question has come up on the Discord server, and if you're not hanging out on the Discord server, you're missing out on a lot of great conversations about gear. The question has come up, what does it sound like compared to the Soyuz 017 FET? Now, the Soyuz 017 FET, I think, is a lot of people's favorites over at the Discord server and over here in Microphone Assassination, and for good reason. It sounds great. But I do notice like a pretty big difference between the two, and you'll hear it really right in the mid-range. So there is a certain sort of like right here, like, yeah, right there, right? Yeah. And you'll hear it's a little bit clearer, like right through that range. It's a little bit smoother. Yeah, nah. Nah. So it's a little bit, it feels a little bit more, it has a little bit more of that U87 honk in there. Whereas this just is really smooth through that range. So, you know what? But let's run some copy through them and see what happens. All right, here we go. Are you tired of taking the trash out at night and having raccoons nibble off your toes? It doesn't have to happen. Try shoes. Shoes have been worn for thousands of years by people like King Charles, Beyonce, even the great Genghis Khan wore shoes, and look what happened to them. Shoes. Pretty cool. Shoes. Coming to a foot near you. Not a real commercial. Are you tired of taking out the trash at night and having raccoons nibble off your toes? It doesn't have to happen. Try shoes. Shoes have been worn for thousands of years by people like King Charles, Beyonce, even the great Genghis Khan wore shoes, and look what happened to them. Shoes. Pretty cool. Shoes. Coming to a foot near you. Coming soon to a foot near you. So, I mean, I do love the sound of both of these microphones. But I have to tell you that I'm completely enamored with how smooth this is through that mid-range. But there is a certain thing with how my mid-range growl, my resonance, kind of hits right at that point, right at really that point that I think is kind of I don't want to call it resonant. I don't want to call it. It's just in this range where it really you feel that honk in there a lot more, and that honk is actually quite useful. That honk does help you cut a little bit better. But I think that I like the 79. I think I like the smoothness of the 79 just a little bit more for commercials and stuff. But this is an ongoing evaluation process, one that usually takes me months to figure out. So we're definitely early in and looking forward to your responses. So, Nation, the Soyuz 017 FET, always, never not great, the Soyuz 017 FET. And the 1979. A DIY microphone composed of a circuit, 1979 era U87i circuit from Dany Bouchard, and a 1979 era genuine Neumann K87. So, you know what to do. Leave a comment. And if you get a chance, go over to Discord, right? If you haven't been to Discord, you should hang out there because we are talking about, it is so much better than the forums and stuff. I am learning so much. Like every day I learn something new over there from one of the cool people that's hanging out there. So I invite you all to come join in the after party. So you know what to do. Leave a comment. Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.